My videos are in a widescreen format from here on out. This is the exact same as the 2024 list. So let's begin. These are all of my opinions, and I'm only including films that came out in 2025 that I saw in theaters. So let's begin with the zero point 0.5 out of 7 category. One Battle After Another, aka Filler, the movie. Seriously, me and my mom saw this and we were so beyond just disappointed, and for me, this is the worst long movie I've ever seen. How to Train Your Dragon. This is just shot for shot, line for line, same as the first, nothing else to say. Next. Now for the 1 out of 7 category. Oh, dear God. Him. This is the worst movie I've ever seen in a movie theater thus far. It's my least favorite horror film. This is not a movie. This is a cinematic temper tantrum. Seriously. Just grow the hell up, Jordan Peele. Grow the hell up. Last Breath. This was too slow paced. It plays itself way too goddamn safe, and it's a terrible way to start off the year. Roofman. This has next to nothing to do with the title, it's underwhelming as fuck, and it's 2 hours too long. Now for the 2 out of 7 category, the bad films. Anaconda. This is too self-aware, the comedy's alright, but the snake isn't even the main focus of the film until the very end. Snow White. Oh boy, this one... Now, it looks nice and the songs are alright, but no, Disney. No. Lilo and Stitch. Okay, Jumba is the villain. Really? He doesn't have his titular accent? Just why, Disney? What is wrong with you? Okay, this list nearly had no 3 out of 7 category, but I managed to think really hard and I found one movie that's eligible enough to go here. The Bad Guys 2. This is the worst sequel of the year for me, but it's decent at best because it's funny. Now for the okay films. These are films that are watchable but not rewatchable. Like, they have little to absolutely no rewatch value whatsoever, but the first time that you see them, you can at least find something enjoyable out of them. Novocaine. Okay, so this could have done a little bit more with its concept. The villain's horrifically underdeveloped. It takes too much time to get going, but it's funny enough and the action's pretty good. Until Dawn. This movie is way too long, the music is fucking obnoxious, but it has a very unique time loop story. Fight or Flight. This one's kinda lackluster. The action's fine, the comedy is very out of place, and the ending is so out of nowhere, and leads to nowhere too, because, well, they're not doing a fucking sequel. The Roses. Now, like Fight or Flight, this is the only other rewatchable film in this category. Now, like Anaconda, it's self-aware, but not too badly. This one plays it a little too safe until the end, but it's the funniest live-action film of the year for me. Alright, now on to the 5 out of 7 films. The good category. These ones I would definitely watch again. Here we go. Wicked for Good. Now this one has a very easily dealt with conflict. It's underwhelming, but I have to admit, the songs are pretty good. Search for Squarepants. The funniest movie I've ever seen. But the surface climax, once again, is too short, but damn is it a fun ride. Megan 2.0. Unnecessary, but it's funny, good action, what there is of it. Great idea to ditch the horror, but 2 hours, really? Elio. This one takes itself way too seriously, but it looks beautiful. The designs are so creative, and the villain's actually sympathetic. The Day the Earth Blew Up. Hilarious, and a very unique take on different alien invasion stories. Seriously, I love the twist here. Superman. This one treats you like you know him already, not having to go through the backstory, but some of the action is definitely lacking. Now for the 5.5 out of 7 category, the great films. I only found a couple for this one. The Housemaid. This was awesome. A lot of twists and turns. Amanda Seyfried was terrifying, but it is a little bit too long. Eternity is the most avant-garde film that I've ever seen in my life. It is funny, but the happy ending feels a little too easily earned, a little too happily ever after, but I highly recommend it. Nuremberg. Oh my god, this was a well thought out, tense, dramatic recounting of the trials. Just damn. Now for the 6 out of 7 films. These ones are what I call the awesome films. Black Phone 2. This was unnecessary, but it was very fun, creative, and a very interesting blend of A Nightmare on Elm Street, the first film, and the location of Friday the 13th. What a concept. Drop. Okay, so the abuse backstory was very out of place for this film. The climax is a bit too abrupt, but this was focused, fun, and very tense for a movie that spends most of its time in one frickin' location. No, but seriously, this was actually really good. Zootopia 2, the best sequel of the year. It's a bit too emotional and takes itself a little too serious towards the end, but it's hilarious and engaging, and the twist villain actually makes sense this time. Weapons, the best, most original horror film in God knows how long. This was 2 hours again, but it was very avant-garde, super fun, and has an 80s horror mystery vibe to it. Seriously, the way that this film is structured in like the best way, it just, oh my god, you've got to check it out. And now, the only 7 out of 7 for 2025, much like 2024, the best film of the year is The Long Walk. Oh my fuck. This is the most tense, horrifying, somber, dark, yet bittersweet thing ever. This hit harder than it ever needed to. You want to know how hard that this hit for me? When I left the theater, after seeing this, it took 4 to 5 hours for me to calm down. My heart was beating that damn fast. The fact that this film had the balls to go as far as it did amazes me. Coming out in a time when the country is facing some of the biggest horrors that it's ever faced, as well as a deliberately hopeless ending that makes you wonder, what now? I just want to end this off by saying thank you so much for all of your continued support. Putting up with me being gone for all this time, I genuinely felt like time was just being wasted, but no. I was sick with bronchitis and sinusitis the entirety of January and even into February. But thankfully, as of this weekend, I am officially feeling a lot like my usual self. Now, because it's almost the middle of February, I was gonna do a Valentine's Day special, but I didn't really know what to do. So I might do a batch review of some things either associated with the holiday or just romance in general. Real quick, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to Viva Las Vincent, hit the notification bell, and share this video with friends. And also, what was your favorite or least favorite movie of 2025? Let me know down in the comment section. Also, let me know what you think of my videos going to widescreen format now. But with all that said, thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys next time.